Bye.
That. Oh, I didn't press the button.
Oh.
You click open the web page. You heard about the Critical Role.
He's incredible.
It's D&D.
Do, 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 do.
Cream.
What? Did Creamy just refer to herself in the third person?
Definitely. I think that's something she would do, isn't it?
The first word of this episode.
Ooh, nice music.
Where's my ambience gone?
Ambiance. Ambiance.
Just hurry up and
So
kill
where
something.
last we left off, you had found your way out of the caves, found a nice secure place to attempt to have a rest, although it was interrupted by some merfolk abomination thing. You've had recovered some loot from the cavern and spent some time identifying it. Wade spent 3 hours grinding silver coins into shrapnel. You returned briefly to Eel Cottage and checked in with the ladies there. And then you headed south, past the marshes, which lived up to their name, full of writhing eels. You were briefly set upon by some harpies, and at least a couple of you came under their spell, their siren song. But you managed to repel them, and now are heading south towards a fishing hut and promise of treasure.
Random question. Is there anywhere on the sheet where you can kind of add your levels of exhaustion?
There should be.
I couldn't see any anywhere.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, what about other resource?
Oh yeah, you could just put it on the other resource.
Oh yeah, next to yeah, that's cool. Right, what do you want to do then, boys?
I've just remembered that I've only got 24 hours to explore this island.
I think we've been here about 4 days, haven't we?
You came over on. You came over. I'm keeping track of the days. Where's my day tracker? Oh, I've moved it, haven't I? You should be able to see the day
Why
tracker.
did you only have 24 hours here?
It's my superior officer, Sir Brian Orion, ordered me to be back within 24 hours.
Oh dear, you're not getting your bonus. What about poor George and his boat?
Oh, yeah. He's got no food.
Probably dead.
So, you set off on the 5th day of Midsummer, in the early morning with George, and it's now the morning of the 6th. So you've been here over 24 hours already.
Unlucky wait.
Won't you muppet?
I think perhaps we should head back now.
You're already late, Wade. You may as well stay here for a little while longer.
But what about poor George? He has no food.
Kirak can give him a flurry of blows when he gets back.
And some nice rations.
Are we still in the marshland?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were heading south for some reason. Were we just exploring?
You've been told by I can't remember who actually that there was treasure. To
Oh,
the
that was
south.
George.
Yeah, by George.
The late George.
Starved to death.
Yeah, let's continue. Screw Brian Orion. You can wait.
Creamy doesn't actually have all their spells. She's got 2 level 2 spells, and there's nothing there.
Well, she's not going to be a lot of good this session.
No, I'm gonna leave it. But yeah,
Right, should we continue heading south then?
Okay, so the marshland quickly dries up, and you reach firmer ground as you start moving uphill. And you enter a forested region, which is saddled between 2 sets of hills. You continue uphill, and there, on a ridge just before the the terrain moves down towards the sea, is a small fishing hut.
Yeah, that rings a bell. Let's approach it.
Okay. So,
Come on. Need there to be some good in there. I need a decent two-handed weapon. Pray.
right. So what's the marching order?
I'll go
I
in
will
first.
sneak up to the cabin if I may.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Alright, well, I'll just plonk you down in the old order.
oh, the map hasn't loaded for me.
Yeah, I've just got
Nor me.
black.
No.
Yeah.
Why is it
Everything-
black?
Why is it black?
Can you not see the map?
No,
No,
unless
No.
it's really dark.
I can
It's
see
Very black.
someone walking around just black.
There's like a square thing here, which I'm just drawing on. That's complete black, and then there's a grid line around it.
And there's a tiny little thing sticking out of the black here.
Brr.
Little
Yeah.
nipple sticking out of the black.
Where am I? I'm not even on here. It's just
I don't understand.
Why is it
a
black?
glitch.
Who's walking around?
That's me. I can see Creamy and myself.
Yeah,
that's it.
and then a
Oh.
little nipple.
Oh, it's on the wrong. Okay. There we
Ah,
go.
User
Wait.
error. Who'd have thought?
That's better.
Looks like there's a two-handed axe round the back.
Big axe.
I'm
Where am
pretty sure
I?
that's a wood chopping axe.
No, I just put you on the wrong layer. I'm having some layer issues. Alright. Okay, we're back to normal now.
Hey.
Nice.
Wait.
We need Tavron and
And-
Kurak.
That's the one.
Okay, so in front of you is a small stone fishing hut with a thatched roof, part of which is caved open. Looks like it's fallen out of repair.
What's this here?
That's the porch. That's the front door.
And
There's
then
also a back door. Yeah.
Window.
Yep.
Okay, I'll stealth up to the window. Just single floor, is this?
Yep. It's just a bungalow.
I will go and have a look inside and give you guys the signal.
What's the signal?
When I get my penis out.
Okay.
But how will we know when the signal is?
Oh, good point, yes. I'll just throw one of my rats your way.
Okay. So you think you're being stealthy. You peer in the window. So you can see the first room, but there's a door separating into the second room. It seems like a cabin, which is in a state of disrepair. There's barrels and boxes and crates over the floor. The floorboards itself are sort of rotting, and some of them look loose. It's dark inside, and everything is covered in cobwebs.
I will go round to the porch then and have a little peer through that window.
There's no window, it's just a wooden door.
Can I quietly try the handle?
Yeah, you can. It opens.
And can I peek my eye around the door?
Yeah. So this room is a lot like the other room. If so, it's even more dilapidated. In the corner, there is a adult and a child skeleton, arm in arm, crouched in the corner.
Oh,
Their bodies mummified.
at this point, I throw a rat towards the rest of the group.
That's the signal. Go.
It seems clear in there. It's pretty dilapidated and doesn't look like anyone's been in here for a while. Especially if those skeletons are anything to go by.
A crime has been committed.
Is the door open? Oh, I've just gone in.
Over to you, investigator.
How does this roll? I'm going to investigate the skeletons.
Make an investigation check. Then, if you want to determine how they died. Morglath, you just walked through a closed door.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There's not a mark on them. They weren't attacked or killed. There's no wounds. Obviously, responsible for the death, you surmise that they died of starvation.
They died of starvation.
How do you
Is that-
know?
I thought they looked a bit thin.
There's no wounds or anything on them. There's no slash wounds.
They could have died of poison, but you can't see any there's no bottles near any of them, or there's nothing that indicate that they poisoned themselves.
What about these plates on the table? Do you think there could be poison on them?
Jeez.
There's 2 plates, but only 1 dead body.
There's 2 dead bodies.
2 dead bodies.
Oh, is it? Where's the other dead body?
The child.
Oh,
Linked
where?
arms.
Oh, God.
Is this... So this place is where some treasure is presumably hidden.
Wow, straight to business.
Fuck the bodies.
There's clearly nothing, any crime that is committed has long since passed, and there's no hope of catching the culprit now.
Poachers.
Good point. Let's loot their house. What's is this a crate in front of me?
Well, there's like crates and boxes around.
Right, let's have a look in those then. Is that an investigation?
Make a general perception check.
Okay. Oh, 15.
You rummage through some of the crates and barrels and things. The barrels are mainly empty, and the crates are full of fishing equipment. So there's nets, tackle, some floats in there.
This guy clearly wasn't much of a fisherman.
Can I check in the well?
Yeah.
Again, investigation or
Perception.
it's a well?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see to the bottom of the well, and there's black, inky water at the bottom of it. It doesn't look particularly appetizing, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything down the well.
Is this door locked?
Nobody's tried it.
Right, I'll try it.
Okay. As you push the door open, you hear a click, and suddenly a noise, and a dart comes flying at you.
Oh my god.
I need you to roll a.
I've got danger sense. It says at second level you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when to dodge away from danger.
So what does it do?
I've got advantage on dexterity saving throws.
I think it will be a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, convenient.
Bro.
Dexterity. Oh, hold on, you can't do on the quick one you can't do advantage. Let's just do it this way. Oh, I've only got bloody 0 on it. 19.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bad roll wasn't that bad either. Oh my god. It was literally impossible for me to avoid that.
So it's against your armor class.
What,
I
24?
think, actually. So I presume that's a hit.
That's a miss. Big old miss.
And it does 4 damage to you.
Oh,
Oh.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. 16.
So you feel something cold seeping into your veins as the dart punctures you, but you manage to fight it off at the brunt of the effect. So you take
Bloody hell.
5 poison damage.
Oh, okay. 'Tis but a scratch. And that's plus the 4 damage that you rolled earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, does this mean that he'll keep taking poison damage?
No.
Oh.
Shut up, Wade.
Well, then I could have laid Wade's hands on it.
Please, bro.
There is a bed in here.
I'm alright for the time being. Right, let's kick this door open now. Actually, what's happened? Is the door opened now?
Yeah, the door's open now.
Boss in here.
So again, there's some crates, boxes. There is a few papers out on the desk that look moth-eaten and water damaged. The hole in the roof is above this room, and obviously some moisture is getting in here.
Oh no.
No.
Creamy's going to investigate. It's coming up as me, but it's
Oh, is that Creamy?
yeah.
Yeah, Creamy rummages through some of the documents and papers. There seems to be information about the tides, fishing seasons, information about the catches that seem to be dwindling in the years that the documents relate to, which is about 5 or 6 years ago. But she doesn't notice anything of interest apart from those documents.
Okay.
What's a reaction in terms of battle? Does that use an action? No interest.
A reaction. So you get one reaction on. So you can use the ready action on your go to like trigger a reaction. So you could say, I'm going to use a ready action, and if an enemy comes at me on the next turn, I'm going to engage. I'm going to run to engage it, or something like that.
Oh, okay, nice.
Or if something comes through this door, I'm going to cast this spell. I'm going to hold this spell. But otherwise, your opportunity attack is a reaction, and you always get one opportunity attack, but you only get one. And that's true of your enemies as well. So if you trigger the attack of opportunity, and you're engaged with this creature, and so is someone else, if you trigger their attack of opportunity, it means that they can't use an opportunity attack on the other person that you're with.
Oh, okay. So you only get one until you die, effectively.
No, you get one until it's your turn again.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Delightful. Can I have a look behind this fireplace? Is it a fireplace or is this a door?
That's a door.
Under the bed, then. Investigation or perception?
Perception. Lot of dust and cobwebs. You're actually startled by a large black spider.
Ooh, icky.
Oops.
Oh. It's the wrong button.
What are you doing?
There must be something we're missing here.
I like the idea of the well. Was there a bucket that could lift up in the well?
I'm going to perceive what we need to do next in this room.
Do the books on the table mean anything?
Which table?
Oh, was that the
Creamy
fishing?
looked through those documents, yeah.
Is there a string and bucket to this well?
Yeah.
Can we lift it out?
You can wind it, yeah.
Right, let's wind that shit.
You wind up the well, and the bucket does come up, and you bring up a bucket full of black water that's writhing and squirming, and in the bucket are 4 or 5 large, ugly black eels.
Got some rations for you here, Kurak.
I've already eaten 2 of them.
Can we just throw that bucket on the ground, like throw the contents on the ground?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
just some writhing eels and a lot of black, foul-smelling water.
Why is it black?
Pooches.
Did anyone look inside the cooker? In here? Anything in here?
I don't know about you, but a well shouldn't be full of eels. I will use my divine sense.
Gigantor, you don't notice anything under the cooker, but as you've got your face to the ground, you notice that the floorboards are broken and there's a draft coming up from them.
There's a basement here, boys.
Very nicely done, Gigantor.
Excellent.
You scrabble around on the floorboards. There doesn't seem to be a basement, but there are a few floorboards that are obviously loose. And you prise them open to reveal a chest under the floorboards.
Yay! Can we look for traps on this one? I learn from my mistakes. Has anyone got any detect traps special abilities?
No.
Tapper might.
It's just an investigation check on the.
Oh, okay. 17.
Doesn't appear to be any traps.
What do you boys think?
It's good to go. Open her up.
Alright, let's crack it.
Inside are a large quantity
Oh,
of silver trade bars.
excellent. How many?
Excellent.
How much do they weigh?
Can we shave them down?
5 pounds.
Think of the holy water I can make with this.
8. So there is 40 pounds of silver trade bars in there.
What does that equate to an actual volume of trade bars?
There is 8 of them.
2, 4. Right, that's
So
2
they
each?
weigh £5 each.
Bloody hell. 2 each then.
2 each.
Remember that you are the Shire horse of the group.
Well, I didn't actually go down the route where I quadruple my carrying capacity. I can carry a lot, but
Yeah.
not as much as I would have.
But don't you get that as a
I get double the amount as standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Is quantity on the left or the right of the inventory?
Left.
Quantity on the
Oh,
left.
quick. Quantity's on the left. What's on the right then?
Wait.
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 So we're doing 2 each.
Yeah.
What are they called? Silver, just silver bars.
Trade bars.
Yeah. So and they weigh £5 each.
Is there anything else in the chest? Or was that it?
Nope, that's it.
Alright.
When do you know that you're carrying too much?
It should say encumbered.
Do you know what that is normally? Total weight wise.
It depends on your strength.
Alright.
I think you're alright.
My strength's
Let's see if it's actually working. I'll just change your silver trade bar.
my
to
strength's
like 10.
-1.
Mine's working. Mine's about 240, I think.
Over carrying capacity now. Cool.
Yeah, 240 is my limit.
So for the weight, you just put the weight of one of them on, and it doubles it.
Oh,
You-
really? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
nice. I was carrying 20. Accidentally. £20.
Nice.
What were you saying about them eels, Wade?
Oh yeah. I did a divine sense around the eel well. Did I notice anything?
No, it's a well.
Full of eels.
Where does...
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Maybe you do notice something. What is
Oh.
it?
It's in the
ring girls
presence
down
of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odour, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
there. Okay.
I can detect location of a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
There are many undead close by.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Barricade the house, boys.
Could that include the 2 bodies in the house?
It could.
But it sounds like there's more.
Wade, could I request you lay your hands upon me?
If I can also detect if something's been desecrated, can I detect if that horrible dagger has been desecrated? Would that be part of the divine sense?
Oh yeah, I need to roll the dagger.
Oh god, lay your hands upon me quick!
How long would you like me to massage you for?
Long enough to recover 9 hit points.
Can you use one hand on me as well, please?
Does Creamy have healing ability?
She does, but I think she used up all.
So, I've done 9 to Gigantor. How many did you need, Tavern?
Oh,
6, please.
6. That's me out.
Let's go for a long rest, boys.
I can't heal anyone anymore.
Oh dear.
Did you, Jimmy, did you take any damage after our long rest? So we
When
done
was our last long rest?
at the house with the ladies, wasn't it?
Oh, then probably not required.
Get your fucking ducks in a row, boys. The undeads are coming.
As Wade just checked out my dagger. Not a euphemism.
Your blessed touch. Oh no, that's let heal. Are you doing anything with the dagger?
Well, I'm just seeing if it's desecrated.
What does this? What does the description of the spell say?
Well, it's just part of the divine sense that.
No. Any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell. No, it hasn't. It hasn't been desecrated. Not that you can tell. You can sense a tingling of magic, malicious magic there, but you can't grasp what that magic is.
I did last time. It was necromancy.
Yeah, but that was the different spell, wasn't it? That wasn't divine sense.
I can't do anything about this dagger, but I know it's wrong. I hope that's helpful.
That's very helpful, thank you, Wade. Shall I just throw it down the well?
Oh, it's excellent.
Maybe it's best not to use it for a bit.
Okay.
Peaches. Yes, we know about peaches.
So, are these undead getting closer to us?
Well, you should have discovered the location of them if they're within.
Yeah.
They are
60
all
feet.
around you, in the trees.
Boys, get inside, for God's sake.
But they don't seem to be getting any closer to you.
Someone pull them in.
They're staying put.
Should we get out of here, boys? And Creamy?
It might be time to head back to the cottage and then back to George before he's murdered by all these undead.
Antagonise them by throwing holy water into the trees.
Oh, I could swim both of them.
You've seen them?
Sorry?
What was that, Welsh?
Welsh?
Him and Creamy have just gone off screen as well. What's going on?
I don't know.
Undead have taken them.
It's been taken.
I've completely gone. I can't select them.
We'll get you back. We've got a particular set of skills.
I'll just put you back. I've literally no idea how you manage that.
They literally just flew off together.
I can't even do that if I try.
I do have a good trick
Shit.
for undead.
I've gone.
Stop putting yourself off the screen.
Oh, I got myself back.
I can turn the unholy if they get too close.
Should we get out of here?
I want to get myself off the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
So it's probably about the sun's quite high in the sky. It's probably about midday now.
It's probably all them dead fish. Let's go.
Okay, you're heading back.
Yeah. Fast travel. George plus boat.
Okay.
Although I do seem to remember another pathway breaking off just to the north of the cottage.
It's true. We're only going to be here once, boys.
Well, unless we get George. Well, he might only be here once and stay here.
Unless George has done a fucking runner.
Well,
Better not.
if the witch is on this island, then it's probably worth destroying her now and coming back with her head, if I'm already late.
You head back through the forest and through the Eel Marsh, up back to Eel Cottage. What are you doing?
We walk straight past the cottage.
Okay.
Ignore
Yeah,
that
we
it's
better, we
even,
better drop in just to say hi.
Okay. Yeah. Is it? Eva greets you. Is it time to go now? Thought you said we'd be leaving yesterday.
No.
Well, Wade needs to get back to see his boss, but we're just going to explore a little further.
There's one path we have yet to explore that could harbor the evil witch. We must explore it.
Will you be wanting some lunch?
Yes, please.
Now you mention it, I think that would be wise.
Could I have some peaches?
They don't have a lot of food left, so they managed to scrounge up some sliced bread, some onion soup, onion and carrot soup. It's meagre, but again hearty meal, and gives you a warm feeling in your stomach to set off on your adventures.
I thought I gave them rations last time. It's just my rations.
They threw them away.
Yeah. It's much
Excellent.
food. I wouldn't have given you all my delicious rations.
Thank you, ladies. See you shortly.
This is the last of our vegetable garden. I
Ah.
don't suppose we'll ever see it again.
Don't hold your breath.
I throw one ration at them.
I'm just going to let that slide.
Off we go, gentlemen.
Okay, where are you going? The path diverged. So there's the path that you know back to the cliffs to where the cove where George has pulled up the
Presumably.
boat. And the path to the right goes into the forest.
I think you know where we're gonna go. To the forest, boys.
Okay.
Wade, can you sense if there's any undead in these trees?
Yeah.
I bet
Well, there's bound to
bloody
be.
everywhere.
I don't need to sense it. I just know.
So they're everywhere on the island.
Okay. So, you enter another moss-covered forest. This time there's conifer trees, and their tall needle-laced branches block out most of the sun, so you just get mottled sunlight as you tread through this thankfully fairly dry part of the island, and out onto open plains bordering the swamps.
Quite beautiful, this island, really.
You come to a you eventually come to a cliff edge, below which is the ruined hull of a ship, broken upon the rocks.
Mm.